Hey bro, what's up? Welcome to another episode of 20% Fitness. Today's question is, why are potato chips bad for your health? This question was asked by my friend Ricci. I posted 2 months ago a personal Facebook post about that I wanted to build a fitness channel, and if people had any fitness related question, I will make a future video on it. Also, if you have any fitness related questions, leave a comment and you will be featured in the next video. So, the question is, why are potato chips bad for your health? First of all, let's look at the ingredients. So, basic potato chips, they have potatoes, vegetable oil, and salt. So, first of all, what is considered healthy? Like, what is good for your health? What is bad for your health? First of all, it is subjective because everybody has a different definition of health. My personal view on health and how I put my priorities is that first, energy balance is really important because, for example, someone is overweight and they get lean, then everything improves, like the health markers, like blood work improves, like blood pressure, glucose levels, triglycerides, cholesterol, insulin sensitivity, like everything improves if you have an unhealthy weight or too high body fat and then you lose weight, then you get super healthy, and that's like the the biggest step you can do for your health. If you if you're overweight, even if you are lean, losing some fat can still benefit you health-wise. Then protein intake, also protein quality matters. Protein intake, of course, is important. I won't go too much into the details in this video. Carb and fat intake, omega-3 is really important, fiber intake is really important, and then micronutrients and other factors like antioxidants, probiotics, and things like that. All right, so food will be healthy if it helps with all these and if it's nutrient dense, and if you want to be super healthy, even if micronutrients is very low on this on this priority list, but you still want to have every micronutrients. If you are deficient in like magnesium, you will have like sore muscles, cramps, and things like that. If you if you have vitamin C, if you're deficient in vitamin C, you have these things that pirates have problems on the sea and things like that. So you want to have everything covered for maximum health, optimal health, and not have any problems. This is a food pyramid I saw when I was in school, when I was like 12 years old, so in like middle school, I don't know how it's called. And actually, like this, like really was strongly visual, and yeah, I never really agreed to it, but it really changed my beliefs when I was a kid. And I was like, okay, I eat a lot of bread, pasta, and stuff, and that's what's healthy. And it's only later when I started looking into fitness and what's good for health and nutrition that I really realized that this was really false, basically. Like, this is not how the pyramid should be. Like, vegetables and fruit is like more important than bread, pasta, and stuff. For example, in a keto diet, like when you don't eat carbs, you can be like perfectly healthy, optimally, and you don't eat any of these things. And also protein is really important, and like if you just focus on bread, fruits, vegetable, and you don't consume like a lot of protein, then you will not be super healthy either. And also omega-3, like if you don't eat fatty fish or don't supplement, then yeah, so this is pretty bad. So this should be erased from school and stuff. All right, so here is the food theorist from the Menno Hanselman's PT course. And this is the food theorist for health. There is not every food, but there is pretty much a lot of things, and it gives really a good idea of what is good for health. This is just a general overview, and it doesn't consider everything like satiety and anabolic effects of food. But it's really good for health, and for example, the more nutrient-dense foods will be in a higher tier. So shout out to Milo Hanselmans to making this food tier list. Actually, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to share this, but I hope so. Okay, let's get into the food tier. So tier 1 is the very healthy. It should be the base of your diet if you want to be healthy. So fish and seafood, poultry, so like duck, chicken, how is it called? Turkey, non-starchy vegetables, berries, avocado, olives. Yeah, you can read, I guess. And you can just pause the video if you want to read it again. So, why is fish and poultry tier 1? Because it's very high quality protein, and you don't have any negative effect if you eat a lot of them. For example, red meat, like it can cause cancer, so it's better to limit red meat. But poultry, fish and seafood, it doesn't cause cancer, so you can eat as much as you want, and it's high quality protein sources. Plus, of course, you have omega-3 in fatty fish. And yeah, no, vegetables is really important, of course, to get your vitamins and minerals. Berries is really nutrient dense. You get a lot of also fiber. Avocado is plenty of things that are good. Also, it's very good for fiber intake. Let's get into tier 2. Tier 2, whole fruits, nuts, seeds, whole grains, fermented dairy, root vegetables, chocolate. Chocolate is healthy because it has cacao. Otherwise, cacao powder is also good, or just consuming cacao. Cacao is healthy and it's a healthy addition to your diet. And homemade bone broth. All right. Yeah, let's just go through the tiers. Tier 3, healthy in a balanced diet. That means that you can have some of these, but like it shouldn't be the base of your diet. Unprocessed red meats, non-fermented dairy and cheese, alcohol-free wine, coconut products, eggs, and soy products. Tier 4, artificial sweeteners, zero-calorie sodas. Actually, studies show that artificial sweeteners don't have any negative effects on health, so it's neutral, and you can consume them if you want. And actually, it's a very good replacement for sugar. Tier 5, risky, limit consumption. Processed red meats. The reason why it's unhealthy, because it can cause cancer. And the more processed it is, the more it's bad for you. So yeah, to avoid. Tier 6, heat processed vegetable oil, rapeseed oil, canola oil, hydrogenated hardened vegetable fats, artificial trans fats, including margarine, alcohol, and tobacco product. All right, so where is potato chips in this tier list? Why are potato chips bad for your health? So, it's really bad if there is unhealthy oil in them. For example, canola oil is super unhealthy. I won't go into the details, maybe do another video on it, but yeah, it's very unhealthy. Otherwise, it's a matter of food choices. You need a lot of tier 1 food to be very healthy, and your stomach may not have enough space for them if you consume a lot of lower tier food. So you need to have like all the macronutrients, quality protein, omega-3. So for optimal health, like you need to eat healthy food. And if you eat like less good choices, then you won't have enough space for good choices. So it's pretty much like a balance on how much healthy food you eat. Potato chips are not bad, like if you eat from time to time, or yeah, but it can't be like a habit to eat all the time, like every day. It can't be like the base of your diet. Otherwise, you won't be optimal. You won't have optimal health. Also, snacking is usually a bad habit for health. Also, the biorhythm is important. How your physiologically your body adapts to your rhythm, and if you have consistent eating times, you will have good effects from your body, basically. Potato chips are not satiating, bad for hunger management, because it's high calorie for low volume, and what is really satiating is high volume for low calories. So it's the opposite of satiating and the opposite of what's good for hunger management. Also, it's high fat, high carb, and low protein, and that's really the worst for satiety. And you can see every diet studies when people successfully lose weight is either on low fat or low carb, but never high fat, high carb. Just yeah, if you combine high fat and high carb, that's when you will not be full, you will not be satiated, and you will stay hungry. So potato chips are not inherently bad for your health, but there are better choices, basically. And a good rule of thumb is not to think about removing bad food choices, but replacing and focusing on what you need. Like, for example, if you don't have enough magnesium intake, you need like things that has magnesium in it. So you need to look at recipes and food choices where you will consume enough magnesium, and you need to do that with everything so that your health will be optimal. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the answer. Before you go, leave a comment, ask any fitness related question, and I will answer you in a future video. Also, like, subscribe, and click on the notification bell if you are excited to see more fitness videos.